Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing fine. Today I am here with the next topic of management, that is nature of management. Okay. It is said that management is science, management is art, management is profession, management is system, it's dynamic process, it's universal, it's direction. Okay, so today we'll see that whether management is science or management is art or it is both science and art. Okay. To say that management is science, first we have to see that whether the quality or characteristics of science imbibes with the quality of management. Okay, so first let's see what is science. Science is defined as a systemized knowledge which is based on universal principles and which establish relationship between cause and effect. Okay, and science is characterized by universally applicable principle, scientific investigation, cause and effect, and test and validity. Now let's see the characteristics of science and relate it with the management. First is universally applicable principle. Universally applicable principle. Scientific principles represent basic truth about a particular field of inquiry, and these principles may be applied in all situations, at all times, and at all places. Okay. For example, you can say law of gravitation can be applied in all countries irrespective of the time. Now see what management tells about this particular characteristics. Management also contains some fundamental principles which can be applied universally. For example, principle of unity of command, that is one man, one boss. This principle is applicable in all organization, whether it is business organization or non-business organization. So here, universally applicable principle, this is related with science as well as it is also implemented in management. Okay. Now next characteristics, scientific investigation. Okay. Scientific principles are derived through scientific investigation and researching. That is, they are based on logic. Now, management principles are also based on scientific inquiry and observation, and they are also developed through various experiments and practical experience of large number of managers. Okay, so we can say that management principles are also made after scientific investigation. So the second characteristics is also matching with the characteristics of management. Okay. Third characteristics of science is cause and effect relationship. Okay. Principle of science lay down cause and effect relationship between various variables. Same way, the same is true for management. It also establishes cause and effect relationship. For example, we can see lack of balance between authority and responsibility. If you are giving the authority to any person and not giving any responsibility, if there is lack of balance between the authority and responsibility, that will lead to ineffectiveness. Okay. Same way, if employees are properly motivated, that will lead to efficiency of the employees. Okay. So here cause, if the first reason is see cause, lack of balance between authority and responsibility, effect, that leads to ineffectiveness. Then second case we can see cause here is motivation and effect is that efficiency of employees are increasing. So here also we can relate it with the management. The characteristics of science we can relate it with the characteristics of management. The next, that is test of validity and predictability. Validity of science principles can be tested at any time or any number of time, and this test will give you the same result. Same way, principles of management can also be tested for validity. For example, unity of command can be tested by comparing two persons, one having a single boss and another having a two boss. We will see that the performance of first person will be better than the second person. For example, we can take the example of our school. Suppose if in our school we are one group of teachers will be managed by one principal and other group they are managed by two principal. So we'll see that the group which is having two principals, since both are principal having the same power, they will be giving the direction also. They are having the power of giving direction. So two principal will be giving two directions because they are having their own view in the case of management or doing the work. So the group which is having two principal, they will be always in confusion to follow which principal's command. Here there is multiplicity of command, and multiplicity of command will create confusion. But a group which is having only one principal, they will be only following the direction of single principal, that is one man, and they will work efficiently without any doubt or without any confusion. So wherever you want, you can test this principle, that is unity of command. One man should be always guided by one boss. So here also test of validity and predictability is matching with the characteristics of management. So we can say that management is a science. Our next topic, management is a art. To say management is an art, first we have to see what is art. Art is concerned with application of knowledge and skill. And art is characterized by practical knowledge, personal skill, development through practice, creativity. That means art always needs practical knowledge. It also needs personal skill. Art is always developed through practice, and art always needs creativity. So first we'll see the practical knowledge. Art requires practical knowledge. Learning of theory is not sufficient. Art applies theory to the field. Art teaches the practical application of theoretical principle. Whatever theory which we learn, when we apply it practically, then only we can learn the art. For example, we can say that learning how to sing does not make you musician. One must know all the composition to be able to use them and make any new art. Similarly, if we see the case in the management, a person may be having the degree, theoretical knowledge. He knows what manager does, but it does not know how to apply the management knowledge to the real situation by functioning in capacity of manager. So to know that which principle is to be applied, theoretical knowledge is not enough. He must know he must have the practical knowledge. So here we can say that practical knowledge, the characteristics of art, is also related with the characteristics of management. Next, personal skill. We can see that he or she may have some qualities that make him or her unique. Although theoretical base may be same for every artist, but each one has his own style and approach towards their art. That is why the level of success and quality of performance differ from one person to another person. Similarly, management and as an art, it is also personalized. Okay? Every manager has his own way of managing things based on his knowledge, experience, and personality. And that is the reason for the success of a particular manager. He used his personalized skill in the field of work. Okay, so personal skill is also required in the managerial work. Next, management also manager's quality can also be developed only through practice. Okay, he is having the theoretical knowledge, but where to apply in which situation, that can only be developed through the practice here. So we all know that practice makes a man perfect. Okay, every artist become more and more proficient only through the constant practice. Similarly, managers also learn through an art of trial and error. Initially, they apply the trial and error method of principles of management, but application of management principle over the years makes them perfect in the job of managing. Okay, so in the beginning they use the trial and error method. After that, by applying that principles in different situation, okay, they become more perfect and they implement the most perfect principles in every situation and to handle every situation. So development through practice is also needed in the management. Next is creativity. Creativity is also an important fact in the management. Okay? Like any other art, management is all about finding a new way to be well and different from others. Because managers, they combine human and non-human resources in useful way so as to achieve the desired result. Managers always they want to think outside the box and create new things and extraordinary things so that they can compete and survive in the market. So manager also and management also needs creativity. So we can say that these all four characteristics of art matches with the characteristics of the management. So management is an art. So we can say and make a conclusion that management is science as well as art. Effective management is a result of judicious blend of art as well as science. Science provides the principle, while the way in which these principles are to be applied is a subject matter of art. So we cannot neglect that either in the form of science or art. As management is both science as well as